Happiness is an internal state, not dependent on external circumstances. True happiness doesn't come from external achievements, possessions, or circumstances. It comes from within. Many of us fall into the trap of thinking, I'll be happy when we get a promotion, buy a new car, or achieve a long-awaited goal. While these moments may bring temporary joy or satisfaction, they are fleeting because they are tied to external factors that can change or fade away. Happiness rooted in material things or situations is like chasing the horizon. The more we achieve or acquire, the farther away true contentment seems to be. External factors like wealth, status, or even relationships can contribute to our comfort and security, but they don't guarantee happiness. This is evident when we look at people who seem to have it all, yet still feel unfulfilled, compared to others who find joy in simplicity despite having far less. The reality is that happiness is not about what we have, but about how we feel and perceive our lives. It is a deeply personal, internal process shaped by our attitudes, beliefs, and choices. For example, two people could experience the same situation. One might feel frustrated and defeated, while the other finds reasons to feel hopeful or grateful. What makes the difference is their mindset and approach to life. When we shift our focus from external validation to inner fulfillment, we begin to understand that happiness is something we can cultivate through self-awareness, gratitude, and intentional living. Instead of waiting for the perfect circumstances, we can choose to find meaning, joy, and peace within ourselves, regardless of what's happening around us. Perspective shapes happiness. Focus on gratitude over negativity. The way we perceive our circumstances plays a massive role in determining our happiness. Life is full of both challenges and blessings, and the lens through which we view these experiences can either uplift or drain us. It's not so much about what happens to us, but how we interpret and respond to it. Perspective is everything. Imagine two people stuck in traffic. One person might feel frustrated, thinking, "This is a waste of time. Why does this always happen to me?" Their mood spirals downward, and the situation ruins their day. Meanwhile, another person in the same traffic jam might think, "This is a chance to listen to my favorite podcast or relax before I get to my destination." This simple shift in perspective turns the situation into an opportunity rather than an inconvenience. Our brains naturally have a negativity bias. It's an evolutionary trait that helped our ancestors survive. However, in modern life, this tendency to dwell on the negative can overshadow the good in our lives. The key to cultivating happiness lies in training our minds to focus on what's positive and meaningful instead of dwelling on complaints, frustrations, or fears. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for achieving this shift. When we practice gratitude, we actively choose to focus on what we have rather than what we lack. Even in difficult times, there's always something to be thankful for: a supportive friend, the beauty of nature, or the small joys of everyday life. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It means acknowledging that even in tough moments, there is something to appreciate. Moreover, our perspective shapes our reality. If we choose to see life through a lens of gratitude and optimism, we begin to notice more reasons to be happy, creating a positive feedback loop. On the other hand, focusing on negativity amplifies feelings of dissatisfaction and unhappiness. Actions like kindness and pursuing passions enhance joy. Happiness is not just a feeling. It's also a result of the actions we take every day. While mindset plays a crucial role, our behaviors significantly influence how happy we feel. Acts of kindness, self-care, and engaging in activities we are passionate about are powerful ways to cultivate and sustain joy. Kindness is one of the simplest yet most profound ways to boost happiness. When we extend kindness to others, whether through a thoughtful gesture, a compliment, or helping someone in need, we not only brighten their day, but also uplift our own spirits. Research shows that acts of kindness release feel-good hormones like oxytocin and endorphins, creating a sense of warmth and connection. These small, intentional acts remind us that happiness often lies in giving rather than receiving. Another important action that enhances happiness is pursuing our passions. When we engage in activities that resonate with our interests and values, we enter a state of flow, a mental state where we feel fully absorbed and energized. Whether it's painting, gardening, playing music, or volunteering for a cause we care about, these moments of deep engagement bring us a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Passion-driven activities also provide an outlet for stress and help us reconnect with what truly matters. Self-care is equally essential in fostering happiness. Taking time to prioritize our mental, emotional, and physical well-being is not selfish, it's necessary. This might mean setting boundaries, exercising regularly, practicing mindfulness, or simply allowing ourselves to rest when needed. When we take care of ourselves, we build the energy and resilience needed to face life's challenges with a positive outlook. Moreover, happiness derived from actions tends to be more sustainable than fleeting pleasures. While instant gratification, like indulging in a treat or watching a show, can bring temporary joy, the fulfillment that comes from meaningful actions, whether through kindness, creativity, or self-growth, leaves a deeper, lasting impact. Challenges can build resilience and deepen appreciation. Life is full of challenges, and while they may seem like obstacles to happiness, they are often opportunities in disguise. Adversity can be a powerful teacher, helping us grow stronger, wiser, and more appreciative of the good things in life. The key lies in shifting our mindset to see challenges not as setbacks, but as stepping stones to personal growth and resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from difficult situations, and it is a skill that develops through facing and overcoming challenges. When we confront hardships, whether it's a failure, a loss, or an unexpected change, we learn to adapt, problem solve, and find inner strength we might not have realized we possessed. Each challenge we face and overcome builds a foundation of confidence, showing us that we are capable of handling life's difficulties. Moreover, challenges often provide clarity and perspective. They remind us of what truly matters and encourage us to let go of superficial worries. For example, experiencing a health scare may deepen our gratitude for our body and prompt us to take better care of ourselves. A financial setback might inspire us to simplify our lives and find joy in non-material things. These moments, though painful, often bring lessons that shape our character and priorities. Adversity also has the power to amplify our appreciation for the good times. When life is smooth, it's easy to take things for granted. But when we face struggles, we learn to cherish the small joys, a sunny day, the kindness of a friend, or even a peaceful moment of quiet. Challenges act as contrasts that make the positive moments stand out more vividly, deepening our capacity for gratitude and happiness. It's also important to remember that challenges can inspire connection and empathy. When we share our struggles with others or help someone going through a similar experience, we foster a sense of belonging and mutual support. This shared humanity reminds us that we're not alone and that our difficulties can create opportunities for compassion and connection. Your happiness can influence and inspire others positively. Happiness is not just a personal experience, it's contagious. When we choose happiness, it not only improves our own well-being, but also has a powerful ripple effect on those around us. Our attitudes and emotions influence how others feel, shaping the dynamics of our relationships, communities, and even workplaces. By radiating positivity, we can inspire others to do the same. Think about the people in your life who exude happiness. They likely make you feel more at ease, uplifted, and motivated. This isn't accidental. Scientific studies have shown that emotions are highly contagious, and positive emotions, in particular, spread quickly. When we smile, show kindness, or maintain a hopeful attitude, it encourages others to mirror those behaviors, creating a cycle of positivity. In relationships, happiness strengthens bonds and fosters trust. When we bring joy and optimism into our interactions, it enhances communication and deepens connections. People are naturally drawn to those who make them feel good, and our choice to be happy can create an environment where others feel valued and supported. This is particularly important in families, where our emotional state often sets the tone for the household. In professional settings, a positive attitude can inspire teams and improve productivity. A happy and optimistic leader can motivate others to perform their best, while a cheerful coworker can make challenging tasks feel more manageable. When we model resilience, gratitude, and positivity, it creates a culture where others feel encouraged to adopt similar mindsets. Moreover, happiness can inspire meaningful change in society. Acts of joy and kindness have a cascading effect. A small gesture, like expressing gratitude to a stranger, might encourage them to pass on the kindness to someone else, creating a chain reaction. This ripple effect can extend far beyond what we see, touching lives in ways we might never fully understand. Choosing happiness also shows others that it's possible to find joy despite life's challenges. It sends a message that happiness is a choice we can all make, regardless of circumstances. When people see us embracing positivity, they may be inspired to reflect on their own attitudes and make similar changes in their lives. Every day brings a new chance to choose happiness. One of the most empowering truths about happiness is that it is not a fixed state but a choice we can make anew every day. No matter what happened yesterday or what challenges lie ahead, each morning offers a fresh opportunity to start over and embrace a mindset of positivity and gratitude. This perspective allows us to break free from the weight of the past and focus on the potential of the present moment. Many people fall into the trap of thinking happiness is a destination they'll reach someday, once everything aligns perfectly. However, happiness isn't something to be deferred. It's something we create and experience in the here and now. Each day is like a blank canvas, and how we choose to approach it determines the picture we paint. By consciously deciding to focus on the positive and take actions that align with our values, we lay the foundation for a more joyful life. This concept is especially liberating when dealing with setbacks or regrets. Life doesn't always go as planned, and we all experience moments of disappointment or failure. But these moments don't define us. They are simply chapters in our story. Each day offers a chance to turn the page, to learn from the past without being trapped by it. This mindset fosters resilience, reminding us that happiness isn't about perfection, but about persistence and perspective. Moreover, the idea of daily renewal allows us to appreciate life's transient nature. No 2 days are exactly the same, and every morning is a gift. By embracing this mindset, we become more mindful of the little things, a beautiful sunrise, a kind word, or a moment of quiet reflection. These small joys, when noticed and cherished, accumulate into a life filled with meaning and happiness. Every day also brings opportunities to recalibrate and refocus. If yesterday was filled with stress or negativity, today is an invitation to do things differently. It's a reminder that we are not bound by old habits or thought patterns. With intentionality and effort, we can choose to prioritize what truly matters, nurture our well-being, and engage in actions that bring us closer to our ideal selves. The beauty of this concept is that it frees us from the pressure of needing everything to be just right before we can experience happiness. If we wait for the perfect job, the ideal relationship, or the absence of challenges to embrace happiness, we may never fully appreciate what life has to offer. Every single day is an opportunity to choose how we engage with the world, regardless of what has happened before or what might happen next. By recognizing that we can control our attitudes and responses, we realize that happiness is more in our hands than we might have thought. In practice, this daily choice to embrace happiness means acknowledging that our emotions and reactions are within our power to shape. Of course, we all experience negative feelings, anger, sadness, frustration, and it's important to honor these emotions instead of suppressing them. But the key is not to dwell on them or let them define our entire experience. We can feel these emotions, learn from them, and then choose to let them go in favor of a more positive, balanced mindset. This is where the art of letting go comes into play. Each day is a chance to release old hurts, grievances, and limiting beliefs that hold us back from living fully in the present. One of the ways to embrace this daily choice of happiness is through the practice of mindfulness. By becoming more aware of our thoughts and emotions, we can catch ourselves when we fall into patterns of negativity. Mindfulness teaches us to live in the moment rather than constantly worrying about the past or future. When we stop living on autopilot and start paying attention to the present, we discover the beauty that exists in every day, no matter how ordinary it may seem. A simple walk outside, a conversation with a friend, or even a few quiet moments alone can be sources of joy if we choose to see them that way. This practice of daily happiness also involves creating habits that nourish our emotional, mental, and physical well-being. We might start each day with a gratitude practice, listing 3 things we're thankful for, or we might engage in a hobby that brings us joy. These small actions compound over time, helping us build a life that is intentionally focused on positivity. Habits such as exercise, meditation, or journaling can also help us reconnect with ourselves and ground our minds, making it easier to choose happiness in the face of adversity. Choosing happiness every day can also help us recognize the small, fleeting moments of joy that often go unnoticed. So much of life's richness comes from the everyday details: the warmth of a cup of coffee, the sound of laughter, the feeling of sunlight on your skin. By slowing down and paying attention to these simple pleasures, we begin to see that happiness doesn't require grand gestures or major life changes. It's found in the accumulation of small, meaningful moments. The more we practice noticing these moments, the more happiness we can cultivate in our lives. Furthermore, this daily choice to embrace happiness invites us to practice self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on ourselves when things go wrong or when we don't meet our expectations, but each day offers a fresh start. By forgiving ourselves for past mistakes and acknowledging that we are doing the best we can with the tools we have, we remove the barriers to self-acceptance. This kind of self-compassion helps us approach life with a gentler, more loving attitude, which in turn makes it easier to choose happiness. The concept of every day being a new chance to choose happiness also encourages a mindset of progress rather than perfection. We often think that happiness is something we'll arrive at once we achieve certain milestones or reach a specific goal. But happiness is a process, not a destination. Every day, we have the opportunity to take small steps toward living a happier life. Some days will be better than others, and that's okay. The goal isn't to be happy all the time. It's to choose to find joy in the moments when we can, and to allow ourselves the grace to accept the days when it's harder to do so. The idea of daily renewal is also freeing in its simplicity. We don't need to wait for New Year's resolutions or major life events to start making changes. Each morning gives us the power to decide how we want to approach the day, how we want to react to the challenges that come our way, and what we want to focus on. If we choose happiness, we begin to build a habit that strengthens over time, creating a cycle of positivity that influences every area of our lives. In this way, every day truly is a gift. By consciously choosing to embrace happiness, we can transform our lives and our mindset. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, we begin to see that happiness is not something that happens to us, but something we create. It's not about the absence of difficulty or the pursuit of a flawless life. It's about the choice to find joy in the journey, no matter what it brings. This daily choice to focus on happiness also has a profound impact on how we relate to others. As we begin to embrace positivity in our own lives, we naturally become more empathetic and compassionate toward those around us. Happiness becomes a shared experience rather than an isolated one. When we choose to show up with a positive attitude, we not only improve our own lives, but we also enhance the lives of others, making it easier for them to choose happiness as well. For instance, in our relationships, whether with family, friends, or co-workers, choosing happiness means we bring a sense of lightness and hope to the interactions. This doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect or suppressing negative feelings, but rather choosing to approach life with an open heart and mind and extending that same openness to others. When we cultivate happiness, we create an environment that encourages others to do the same. This collective joy can create deeper, more meaningful connections and help us foster a sense of community, where mutual support and understanding are central. Choosing happiness every day also strengthens our ability to navigate life's inevitable challenges. It doesn't mean avoiding hardships or pretending they don't exist. It means facing them with a mindset that empowers us to overcome obstacles rather than be defeated by them. When we approach difficulties with an attitude of resilience and hope, we become more resourceful and better equipped to handle adversity. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, we start to see them as opportunities to grow, learn, and evolve. This perspective shift makes it possible to face any situation with a sense of control and agency. For example, if we encounter a setback in our career, rather than dwelling on frustration or failure, we can focus on what lessons we can learn and how we can use the experience to improve. When we choose happiness, we begin to see challenges as an integral part of the process, not as an impediment to our happiness. Furthermore, choosing happiness each day helps us develop a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. When we focus on the positive aspects of life, we begin to realize how much we already have, rather than constantly striving for more. This shift from scarcity to abundance fosters contentment and reduces feelings of dissatisfaction or jealousy. We learn to appreciate what's already in our lives, the relationships, opportunities, and moments that bring us joy, without constantly looking for the next thing to fulfill us. This abundance mindset is a key component of happiness, as it allows us to see the richness in our everyday lives. In a broader sense, when we consistently choose happiness, we contribute to the collective well-being of society. A community of individuals who embrace positivity and actively pursue happiness creates a more compassionate, understanding, and supportive environment. The choices we make to be happy not only transform our own lives, but also influence the world around us, creating a ripple effect that can inspire others to follow suit. This collective impact can be seen in how we engage with our communities, our workplaces, and the world at large. When we choose to live with intention and positivity, we set an example for others, proving that happiness is not just a personal pursuit, but a shared experience. Lastly, the daily act of choosing happiness teaches us the importance of self-awareness and reflection. By consciously deciding to focus on the positive aspects of life, we begin to develop a deeper understanding of what brings us joy and fulfillment. This self-awareness allows us to make choices that are aligned with our values and passions. Over time, we become more attuned to the things that truly matter to us, and we're able to prioritize those things, leading to a life that feels more authentic and purposeful. Ultimately, the daily practice of choosing happiness is a powerful tool for creating a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. It is an ongoing process that requires effort, awareness, and commitment. However, the rewards are profound: a deeper sense of joy, a greater capacity for resilience, stronger relationships, and a life lived with intention. The choice to embrace happiness, day by day, is not just about feeling good in the moment. It's about creating a life that is rich with meaning, purpose, and connection. In conclusion, happiness is not something that simply happens to us. It's a choice we make every single day. By recognizing that happiness comes from within, shaped by our perspectives, actions, and mindset, we can transform our lives. Each day presents a new opportunity to embrace positivity, to find joy in the present moment, and to share that happiness with others. The small choices we make, whether through acts of kindness, pursuing our passions, or viewing challenges as growth opportunities, all contribute to the happiness we experience. Remember, happiness is not a destination, but a journey, one that we have the power to shape through our daily decisions. So, let's choose happiness today and every day, knowing that our choice has the power to create a life filled with purpose, connection, and joy.